Very happy.
Okay, thank you. All right, we can go to number 1 of this sutra again. Number 1.
Yes.
Number 1, verse number 1, please.
Okay.
Take your time, doesn't matter. Take your time.
Yes, thank you so much.
That's all right. We'll go slowly, no rush. Yeah. Here we
Okay.
go to page number 15, please.
15. Yes.
15. 15. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. All right. So I said yesterday, I'll be explaining the last verse. Now, there is a relationship between the first and the last. According to the Buddha's teaching, as I said, always there is a link between one and last verse of any sutra. And once you have understood or comprehended very well number 1 and the last one of any sutra, you get a good understanding about what has been said by the Buddha in between the verses. The approach of the Buddha can be visualized easily as long as you understood the first and the last one properly. That is exactly what we are doing now. We are going to look at the first one and the last one. So the first one says, develop Meththa as a skill. First line says develop, that is develop. Karaniya is do or develop. Do or develop Meththa as a skill. As I said, when you develop a skill, that becomes a habitual activity is going on in the system, habit. That means things are happening according to your skill, which is a plus point. Whatever you have developed, when you develop a skill on something, when that comes to your front, it will work with that skill. Karaniya matta kusalena. You have to remember this when we go to number 10. Please remember this one. When we go to 10. Yantang santang padang abhisamecha. Whatever confronting to you from the outside world has to be deal with very slightly. That is what the second line says. Deal with them very slightly so that you are not harming yourself or the others. Yantang santang padang abhisamecha. And do it honestly, straightforwardly, firmly, so that your system becomes soft and calm and easy to handle with your system by yourself. Sakko ujucha sujucha swacho chassa mudu anatimani. So your system becomes very calm and soft once you do that. So you have developed a skill. If you go to that, you have developed a skill. Don't go to number 2, just stick to number 1. If you develop that skill, Buddha says this is how you develop the skill, this is how you enhance the skill. Once you have enhanced that skill, yes, you are going to have that skill in your system. Okay, we can go to number 10 now.
Okay.
Number 10. So first one is clearer to us, the very first one. Okay,
Number
go to
10.
number
Okay.
10 on page 20, I think. Page 20. We'll go down. The number 20 or number 10. 20. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right. Now this has to be understood word by word. Word by word. All right. We'll go to number 10. Number 10. The next one. Further down. Yeah. Further down. We'll go to number 10. Yeah.
I'm very sorry. The web is slowly.
That's all right. You take your time. I know, when you are meddling with the computer, it's not easy. That's all right. No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you.
Because we are learning Dhamma, so Buddha's teaching, so we have to be very calm. So that's what we are learning. So things are not in your control, so don't worry. Take your time and do the way that you can. Thank you. Now, number 10. Yeah, that's the one. All right. First word is, you're ready to, everybody's ready to go? Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So, dittincha, the first word is dittincha. Then the second one is anupagamma. So let us look at the first two terms or first two words. Dittincha. Dittincha is now, after doing all these things from 1 to 9, according to the Buddha's teachings, what will happen to this person now? That is exactly what says here. The view of that person, the view. Okay. The view of that person. In other words, number 10 tells us the story of the benefits of the developed skill of Meththa. These are the benefits that person is going to get. Number 10 explains that. The benefits that person is going to get. All right. So, dittincha, the view of that person, the view of that person is to go along with. Anupagamma means moving along, or there's another term in English, conforming sila. So the view of that person is to conform sila. I just typed that earlier. I just put that in now, so everybody can read that. Benefit of the developed skill of Meththa. Now the view is conforming sila. So I had explained what sila is. Sila is, we studied sila, that is dana, sila, bhavana. You know the term sila. Sila is you are totally control your six senses. Sila.
Yes.
Sila is your six senses are well controlled.
Yeah.
No bad things, you're not allowing any bad things to come into the system. That is sila. When you are with sila, no one can harm you internally or outside. Sila. Conforming sila, that is calmness or peacefulness through the six senses. So now see, the first three words explains what I have written there. Dittincha anupagamma silava. Now, what is the benefit of what? That is developing a skill on Meththa. We are going to get this particular benefit. And that particular view is becoming your strength. That view, dittincha anupagabba sila, that is the benefit you get, that becomes your strength. Dassanena sampanna. So you are very well equipped with that particular view. So that is called Dassanena sampanno. All right?
Yeah.
Dassanena sampanno is you get that particular view of Sila. When you see something, that means, let us elaborate that. When you are dealing with the outside world, view is you look at the worldly things. That is your view. That is the view, ditting. So when you see something, dittincha means what you feel like doing with that. Ditti. You are going to confirm to bring sila into the system. When you see something from the outside, your intention is very clear. You're going to bring the calmness to your system through the six senses. So there's no any other thing to bring the calmness to your system other than the six senses. So dittincha anupagamma silava. Then you build up that particular view as your strength. Dassanena sampanna. You are fully equipped with that particular strong view. Your view is to bring the calmness to the system. So what a wonderful situation now. According to the Buddha's teachings, look at the benefit you are going to get by developing a skill of Meththa, by dealing with the things lightly. So you develop that skill gradually and you come to this stage. Dittincha anupagamma silava. So your system is always without any force, effortlessly. Effortlessly, it's going to work along that manner. Effortlessly. Effortlessly.
Yes.
In its own. It works in its own. You don't have to do anything because you have done your work. You have built a Meththa. Now your system is Meththa. Meththa is working for you, as I said last time. So it is automatically, that's right, effortlessly. So it dittincha anupagabba silava dassanena sampanno. You get a strength, ability, potential. So it's ability. You have built up an ability. You build up an ability. Or you build up a potential. You build up a potential. You build up an ability. Dassanena sampanno. So you are capable of looking at the things and deal with them without harming yourself or others. Now it's very well related to the number one. All right?
Yes.
Hope you understood that very well. So, thank you. So, dittincha anupagam silava dassanena sampa. Every term has got a meaning, very powerful meaning, very well presented by the Buddha to us. Now, what happens? Kamesu is a very familiar term, always coming. Kamesu. Kama. Kamesu means it has got another. Now, see, it has got two sounds. Kamesu, the second line. The second line, first word. Kamesu. So, this person is not going to consider karma as a useful thing. No. Kamesu means earlier this person was dealing with karma and thought karma is bringing me happiness. But now, no happiness. Vinaya Gedam. Now, Gedam means inside, the third term of the second line. Vinaya is controlled. So, inside the interior of the system, karma is very well controlled. Kamesu, not considering karma as a peacemaking agent. It is not a peacemaking agent. All right?
Yes.
It is not a peacemaking agent anymore to this person. So inside, Gedang is inside. Vinaya means controlling karma very well. Now, the posture of the system is with Sila. The posture. You know what posture is? The way of
Yes.
looking at the things, the posture of the system has changed now. So it's not
Yes.
undergoing the compression, squeezing, no squeezing, no compression, no warming up, no vibration of the system. The posture is 100% on Sila.
Yeah.
Kame Suvinay Gedang. So hereafter not considering karma as a peacemaking agent. No. Earlier it was. Nahi jatu gabba seya. Nahi means no. Jatu means no change in the system. Through seyang. Gabba. Gabba means inside. It's actually the term used for womb. So womb is used, the term womb is used to tell your internal, because womb is producing something. Children are produced. So here Buddha says our mind is producing thoughts. So no thoughts are producing by this particular system now. Nahi jatu gabba. So the internal is not for the production of, it is not for the production of thoughts. Gabba seyang punaretiti. So punaretiti is to bring another life of thought. No, that's not happening. Nahi jatu gabba seyang punaretiti. So it won't happen anymore. No thoughts are produced. So when you say no thoughts are produced, how can we live without thoughts? We can. Rupa Vedana Sanya, it stops there. So it goes from Rupa Vedana Sanya, then it stops there, no more movements. So there is no way of producing thoughts anymore in this. It is pretty obvious when you look at the first line again. When you see something, You are very well controlled by your six senses. They are not dealing the outside world with karma by considering karma as the savior. So earlier our savior was karma. Now the karma is not our savior. It doesn't serve our purpose of calmness. It doesn't serve for the purpose of becoming very calm, the soft, soothing. It doesn't help us to make our system very calm, soothing, and very peaceful. In other words, system is not going to be very heavy. So now the system is not very heavy with all the unwholesome things. Therefore, the Upadana Rupa is not produced. If I go a little bit further, this explains so many things. It says, when you say no thoughts are produced, well, that process is null and void. What process is that? When you see something, you don't bring the Vastu Rupa and produce Upadana Rupa in the system. Then you never allow that to come into your system and work within the system and bring the happy or unhappy feelings, because they all end up at unhappiness. Is that clear?
Yes.
So it's very well presented by the Buddha at the last part. So all human systems are continually generating upadana rupa through the following six senses or wombs of production. That is what I have written here. And
Yeah.
they are upadana rupa through eyes. By strongly entangling with the figurines of the world resources, these upadana rupa are created and registered in interior. So that is through the eyes, through the ears, through the nose, through the tongue, through the body, through the brain. So I explained everything. I thought of explaining each and everything so the reader knows exactly what's happening. So you get the speeds, you get the entangling through the touching, speed is getting inside the Dhamma or the speed or the containments, all actions of this noble person are taking place with great vision. That's the vision we said. So if you go to the next paragraph, yeah, these are the six senses, what they are doing. So no more. They can't do that anymore. Why? Because you don't consider karma as your peacemaker. Karma is not your peacemaker. Karma is not considered as bringing peace to us. That is what is kame su. I'm not taking karma as a su. Su means happy, happiness. No, karma is not bringing happiness. That is by Meththa. Now see, what is Meththa now? Very clear. Meththa is no intentions to bring the happiness to outside world. That is stopped. Why? We know it will give some sort of happiness temporarily, not permanently, but still that end up as unhappiness or sorrow. If a loved one is died or disappeared, then you get your happiness goes the other way. So you had the happiness while that person was here with us. Then when it is gone, when he is gone, we get the unhappiness. So anyway, any questions up to this point, please?
Yeah. Thank you. You explained very clearly. And then I have a question
Yeah.
here. Yeah. sailor. It in English terms, it means precepts. So
Yes,
do good,
Sila.
not do bad.
Yes, Sila. Okay, Sila. There is no English word, very good word to replace Sila. I will explain for you to understand Sila in
Ah,
this manner. Okay,
okay,
I will
okay.
explain in a different manner. Now see, wholesome actions are there and the 10 perfections are there.
Yes, 10 perfections.
10 perfections or 10 unwholesome, wholesome actions. 10 wholesome actions.
Okay, I know it.
Okay, 10 wholesome actions goes like this. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. These are three things right at the beginning. Dana, Sila, Bhavana, Pattidana, Pattanumodana, Veyyavaccha, Apachayana, Desana, Sravana, Dittiju. These are the 10 items. It is in our first book. The
Yes,
essential of that we discussed to a certain extent. So I am going back to that just to remind you what Sila is. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Just take these three. The first three items of the wholesome actions.
yes. Okay,
And perfections, it goes in the similar manner. Danang, Silancha, Nekkamma. Okay, that's the three terms in perfections, which are very similar to the 10 wholesome actions. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Okay, I'll write it here. I think otherwise you can't remember. Okay, I'll write it here. Dana, Sila. It doesn't happy with that. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Okay, these are three terms. Not cell, Sila, sorry. It doesn't like that. Sila, Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Okay?
okay.
Dana, Sila, Bhavana. So concentrate on these three. Your question is about Sila. Dana is you are happy to leave things away from you. You're happy to leave the things away from you. It doesn't mean that when you are living in a house or a place, it is not what Buddha said for you to leave that place. No, that is not how you leave the attachment. You are living in this, realizing that this is not going to be with me forever. One day I have to go, then I have to leave this. I know that while I'm living here, I'm not going to attach to this that strongly. That is leaving alone the things. That is dana. So dana is you are not attached to the things very strongly,
Yes,
but you are living in that place for the sake of living. You are living. You know what is going on, what will be going on in the future. You are thorough with that. You are living with all those things in your mind. So you are living a peaceful life. You are not attached too much. So that is dana. So it's related to everything. It is good for everything. Sila means when you do that, when you do that, what will happen to your system? That is sila. Now see this cause and effect. Buddha's teachings are cause and effect. Dana, sila. The cause is dana, effect is sila. Sila means your six senses are well controlled now. Your six senses are not working to attach things. So when you thoroughly knows that these things are not mine, they're just to live happily. So you live happily with what you have got, but don't get attached too much. That is the message of the Buddha. Then if something happens to your house, you get upset, you get, annoyed, you get, you suffer, you get, sorrowfulness, you cry, you do everything. So Buddha said, don't allow that to happen, don't attach too much. You live in that place or use this car or whatever vehicle, you be with the people, you know they are going to go, I'm going to go one day. So with that, all those, realities, you live happily. Then your system is controlled by the six senses. Six senses are not jumping here and there. Eye is going this way, nose is going this way, the ears are going that way to hear this, that. No. So they are not bringing any karma. It's not bringing karma. So that is sila. Dana sila. Now see, what is the word for sila in English? There is no one word. There is no one word. Sila has to be explained with few words, as I did.
Okay, thank you. I can touch it.
Yeah. Then bhavana, I'll go to the third one. Bhavana is when you get that calmful experience through dana and sila, you like to be with them. That is bhavana. Bhavana means you like to practice to develop a skill. So bhavana is a skill. Bhavana is meditation, is a skill that you develop, which should work whenever required in its own, not by force. So bhavana is meditation. When you develop that skill, it should work in its own. Until such time, we have not developed a meditation. So if we get, you can sit down and think about, calmness or compassion. But when you go outside, if you get annoyed by any chance, your skill is not fully materialized. That shows. So Buddha asks us to develop the skill until it gets materialized in the system. When you say materialize, it should work in its own without any force. That makes sense.
Yes.
Now see, Buddha's teachings are very clear. It can be done. It's very practical or practically viable. It has so many benefits as you can imagine. Now, look back to number 1. Look at number 10. They are both number 1 and 10 are joined together. So number 1 says do this way, you get soft. Your system is not going to be heavy. You are dealing with the people without anger. All these verses said that we studied. So no arguments, no conflicts, and so on and so forth. And you look after your meththa like a mother looking after her only child, and so on and so forth. And gradually, Buddha said, you come to this stage. In this sutra, it says, you are very well equipped to deal with the outside world, and you are not going to bring the harmful endures or situations into the system for any reason. All right? Okay, we'll go and look at this explanation that I said to consolidate all the actions of this. Further down, please. Here, further down, thank you. All the actions of this person enhance the ability. That's the ability, sampanna. So the potential or the ability or the sampanna. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong line. Okay. All the actions of noble person are taking place with great vision. That's the first one here. Sorry. By firmly establishing, anupagamma, establishing means conforming or establishing or being with what? Immaculate calmness, sila. Now that's the only word I can find. Immaculate calmness is sila with us, within, as a result of well-controlled six senses through the noble quality of Meththa. Now see, every term, every line has got a meaning.
Yes.
The establishment of calmness enhances the ability of this noble person to see and come to know the role of the worldly positions. So the first paragraph there says that person is develop a great vision to see the things as they really are, in other words. To bring the calmness into the system helps. That particular vision helps to bring the calmness to the system. That vision helps us to control the six senses pretty well. That establishment of calmness enhances the ability of this person to see and come to know the role of the worldly possessions, what they are looking for. The worldly possessions are not looking for anything, but we are trying to get some happiness from them, actually speaking. But we say we blame the outside world for everything. But problem is within us. That's what Buddha said. So this person can see transparently, dasana is transparency of the outside world. So outside world things can be seen as they really are, not as upadana rupa, not as upadana rupa, as real rupa, as real figures, as real items. All right? So make
Yes.
sense? As really they are. So what is the noble vision quality that can be secured by facilitating that transparency? Okay, I just put a question there. So I said effortlessly leaning towards the path of impartiality. So that means now see, your skill is so strong, it allows to lean towards Majjhima Patipada, the impartiality, without no problem, in his own. This awakening of Sila, Samadhi and Panya, or the noble intellectual. So I said Sila, Samadhi, Panya, right? So I had to explain that. Now I had explained to a certain extent what is Sila. Going back to that, Dana Sila. Okay, just stop there. We explain the Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Otherwise, it's hard to go further. But I have explained them. I have written them, but we'll see what they are. What is Panya? Panya is you are not dealing with outside world to bring unhappiness to your system. That is Panya. No more. Your potential, you are going to use your potential of Meththa to bring about Sila into the system and Samadhi to be with that, and then not to bring the harmness to the system is Panya, in simple terms. Okay, in simple terms, let us look at these three words. Sila is controlling your six senses. Controlling your six senses because you are not anymore relying on karma. You are not relying on karma. You say to yourself, I'm not relying on karma to bring me happiness. No. Eternal happiness. When we say happiness, eternal happiness. We don't want unhappiness, then bit of happiness, then again unhappiness, more unhappiness and less happiness. No. Eternal happiness, always happiness. That is always calmness. So that is Sila, who is helping six senses. When the six senses are helping Sila, without karma, then Samadhi comes into the picture. What is Samadhi? You feel like being with Sila. That is Samadhi. In simple terms, such vibration is termed as Samadhi. That system can associate with ease by preventing any physical or emotional disturbance. So it's prevention of that. So what is that? Being with Sila, you're not going to get any harmness to your system. So you like to be with that. Through that practice of Sila and Samadhi, the potential that cultivates to assess the true nature of the cause of fearful suffering in life is known as Panya. Actually, Panya is, you know the Four Noble Truths properly. That is Panya. But to make it easy, we say it is to do with the Panya is to do with the things outside, to understand what the outside worldly things are going to do to us if we get attached. That is Panya. Okay, if you go on reading the other part, therefore attraction and retraction karma. Karma is su or karma, or there is no belief in karma that will bring us happiness anymore, are not emerging in the interior of this noble person due to any incidents. Why? Not relying on karma for any reason. Now see, there's a very good point here. So whatever comes to you or confronts to the system, it just take as signals only. Just as signals only. The next part says, it's because the system of this noble person treats all figurines that are confronting towards the six senses of oneself from world resources just as signals only. So no attachment. A signal came and went away. So it's Ruparaga, Aruparaga. It comes and goes, does nothing. No harm is done to the system. It's the absence of the strong attraction and retraction of karma. So the karma is not there, no more in the system. Finally, this particular invaluable approach of this sutra for total calmness by means of the virtue of Meththa has been endorsed by the Buddha through clearly expressing in the final verse of the sutra as Nahi jatu gabba seyyang punareti. That last line is very important. That is now the aptitudes of the six senses. Aptitudes, not attitudes. Aptitudes were sitting there for so many years. The behavior sitting there for so many years is aptitude or aptitudes. Nahi jatu gabba seyyang punareti. So Now the aptitudes of the six senses or wombs have become completely inoperative. Nahi. No. You're not going to help for karma to come here and produce the hurtful thoughts. That's what I exactly said at the beginning. As in the past, by actively entangling with the figurines of the omens of the sources of the world. Therefore, every here and now, this noble person's life moves toward bliss of Nibbana, always becoming calm. No harm is done, is being done. No harm is being done. So it's not happening anymore. Now this tells us so many things, the last one. The benefits of developing Meththa as a skill. No hurtful thoughts are produced in the system. No place for karma to creep in or encroach the system. The six senses are very well controlled. When the six senses are controlled, your system is not going to go haywire, here and there, haywire. This way, that way, jump at this, jump at this side, that side, no. No disturbance from the system to others. Not bringing the others' problems to yourself. So many benefits are there with Meththa. All these things are explained. This is what I can see. There may be very many. So this last verse gives so many information to us. As you can go deeper and deeper into these terms, you can visualize what Buddha said, which we can't see even. I may not be able to see all the things said and done by the Buddha in this verse. This is what I can see, what I said. But there are many more. Who knows? Somebody else in the future might say, no, it has got this, that, that. So if somebody goes further into this examination or assessment through the system itself. That makes sense?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. All right, let us. So that last one is clearer to you, I believe. Okay, is there anything that I didn't explain? Okay, we'll go to number 19. 19, the first one before this, number 9, please. Number 9, please.
Okay.
Would you like to go to number 9? I just want to recall some of the things. I said this earlier, but it's so important. The 4 Brahma Vihara. Number 9. Yeah. Number 9. Meththa, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha in number 9. That's what I'm looking for. So it says, let us read that through from the beginning. This noble person who has fully grasped the benefit of the proficiency in Meththa. So under number 9, the explanation given there. This noble person who has fully grasped the benefits of proficiency in Meththa. So by this time, this person has comprehended all the benefits of Meththa when it comes to number 9. Ittan charan nisinnoa sayano, because this person is practicing Meththa in every posture that you can think of, standing, sitting, lying down, you know, just before sleeping, everything is happening. So therefore, that person has grasped or understood, fully experienced the benefits of Meththa now. So therefore likes to preserve this virtue of Meththa in the system. That is Samadhi, coming towards Samadhi, to preserve. The preserving and, working with that is Samadhi, is stabilizing. In other words, Samadhi is stabilizing. Such postures are, it says, standing, walking, sitting, lying down until sleeping. So that practice allows that person to understand fully, comprehend fully the value of this Meththa, the benefits of this Meththa. This is by establishing neutrality and impartiality with incomparable determination to live the life while purifying the system to its highest level. By discarding all the impurities, containments, contaminants, impurities, contaminants, everything is thrown away, gone away. Now, it is happening here. There's another practice here, the Meththa. There are, excuse me, 4 Brahma Vihara. So, Meththa, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. That's what I was trying to get at. So, in the second paragraph, the next paragraph, last line, Meththa, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. Now, see, can you see the 4 items?
Yes.
Meththa, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. Yes, please concentrate on that. When a person develops Meththa as a skill, you feel like doing that, improving that, enhancing that, increasing that Meththa every day and night in every postures. So when you do that, your system is going to get soothing, calm, your entire body, physically and emotionally, your system is very, very calm. So you're going to automatically, effortlessly, your system is getting calmer and calmer. So it will establish that particular calmness within the system when you practice Meththa for a longer period. Along these lines, what Buddha said. Along the instructions given in this Karaniya Meththa Sutra, then you are getting closer and closer to become impartial in every action. Every action, you are going to be impartial.
Yes.
So when it reaches the maximum, your system works as we just said earlier. No, the system does not rely on karma anymore, because this system says to the person itself, now the system talks to the person itself, how wonderful situation I got now, rather than being with karma when I had all those suffering, sorrowfulness, crying, and all those things are gone, no matter what. So who wants to leave that particular Meththa? No, that Meththa becomes, in other words, your best associate or friend. So Buddha said, Meththa become your friend. Or Meththa Nisansa, Mitta Nisansa, the second sutra in this book. First one is Meththa Nisansa, second one is Mitta Nisansa, third one is Karaniya Metta Sutra, fourth one is Ratana Sutra, fifth one is Mahamangala Sutra. So if you look at these sutras from 1 to 5, you can see the first one says the benefits of Metta. So can we go to that one now, to the very first part of this book, right at the beginning, number 1, if you don't mind,
Yes.
please. Go to the very first part of this book, right at the beginning. I just want to mention a few things there. So
Okay.
useful.
I'm sorry today.
That's all. I don't know. Don't say sorry, because you
Yeah.
take your time. I know it's not
Keep
easy.
keep
When I ask
you
you to go there,
yeah
it's a
waiting for
machine.
many
The
times.
computer does that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now see, go slowly down, please. Okay, to page 1. Take your time. No rush. No hurry. I'll be finishing in 5-10 minutes. So don't go far. Take your time. Sorry, no worries. We'll go slowly to page 1, gradually.
Here, right? The 5 sutras.
You go to the second page.
Second page.
Second. This is the first page. Go to the second page, please. Number
Okay.
2. Thank you. Take your time. Doesn't matter. No hurry.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. So now see, it says preface. I request you to read the preface now. No, not now, but later when you got time. It is quite vital to examine the message of Mittanisansa Sutra. That's the first sutra. Then the second one is Mittanisansa Sutra. It sounds the same. Now see, Mittanisansa, the next one is Mittanisansa. The sound is a bit different. Metta, Mitta. Met, Mit. Mittanisansa Sutra, Mittanisansa Sutra. Mittanisansa Sutra tells you the benefits of Metta. Second one says, Mitta Nisansatu. Mitta means it works as your friend. The second sutra says it works as your friend. Okay? So we'll go to gradually the next page, number 2, number 3. Please go to number 3, the next page. Here
Okay.
slowly. Thank you. Slowly go to the next page. Number 3. And number 3 is still the preface. We go to number 4. Gradually, you can see all the sutras are explained very briefly what they are. All right, number 3, number 4. I just want to go to the first sutra in the book. 3, 4. Page number 4. Yeah, further down. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Go to the number 4. Page number 4. Yeah, number 4. Please go to number 4, the next page.
Number 4.
Yeah, it's all right. I want to explain here. That's the one. It's number. What is that? Yeah, that's right. That's the one. So you go to the second verse. Metthaya bhikkhave cheto vimukti. Cheto vimukti means to eradicate the intentions. Cheto vimukti. Then go a little bit further down, please. Just to explain what the other terms are. Just to go down a little bit. Further down, maybe to the next page. Is it possible to go to the next page slowly, please? Am I bothering you too much? Yeah, further down.
It works slowly.
Yeah. Go slowly, doesn't matter. Sorry about that. I'm asking you to go here and there.
Yeah,
But,
thank you.
go to the
You practice Meththa in every time. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Go slowly. Yeah. Number 5. Yeah. Yeah, just stop there. That's the point I just want to mention before we finish. Okay. Now, Buddha has instructed us to do these things with metta. Look at these. It says, just read what is in the second paragraph. Ascetics collaborate with metta. Asevitaya is the word used. Asevitaya. Ascetics collaborate with metta. Associate and develop a skill on metta. Continually develop that skill on metta. Continually. So it says asevitaya, bhavitaya, bahuli kathaya. These are the terms used by Buddha. In all activities, always move and be with metta. Select metta as the only possession to be with. Don't go any further. Just keep it there, please.
Okay.
It's going. You have to come back to there are few, these are all benefits giving here. So select metta as the only position to be with. Always follow all the characteristics of metta which is explained just now. Now see, all the characteristics of metta is in Karaniya Metta Sutra. It's a special sutra given by the Buddha. Without moving away, always reflect on metta. Promote metta to enhance serenity and tranquility. So Buddha's words are asevitaya, bhavitaya, bahuli kata, yani kata, vattu kata, anutkita, parachita, sasamadharaya. These are the words used by the Buddha in Magadhi language. Asevitaya, bhavitaya. Bahuli kataya, yani kataya. Vattukataaya, Anutyaya. So if you go from the beginning, Asevitaya, Bhavitaya, Baulikata, Yanikata, Vattukata, Anuchitaya, Arichitaya, Sasamadharaya. All these things are explained in English now here. Collaborate with Meththa, associate and develop a skill on Meththa, continually develop that skill on Meththa in all activities, always move and be with Meththa, always follow all characteristics of Meththa without moving away. That's a good one, without moving away from them. From Meththa, always reflect on Meththa and promote to enhance serenity and tranquility. Now see, all these items are explained in the Karaniya Meththa Sutra. Why, how, and what are the benefits? That is what I thought of elaborating here. That is why I asked to go to this page. Sorry I bothered you, but you came to this page very well. All right.
All right.
So you're happy with that up to this point?
Yes, yes, very happy. But I'm
Okay.
sorry, keep him waiting for many
No, no,
times.
no, no, no. You don't have to say sorry now. It's
Yeah,
not your
thank you. Yeah,
yes. But my plan is to explain these things and come to this one, so it's did. So if you're happy, uh, we'll see you tomorrow, and we can go through all the three sutras that we study very briefly, spending
okay,
about 20 minutes for each, and go to Mahamangala Sutra and Ratana Sutra and Karanimet Sutra. And I just want to show you in all three sutras, Buddha is insisting us to use metta.
okay, okay.
That is what Buddha said.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you're happy with that, we can stop here and we'll see you tomorrow, please. Thank you so much for listening and all the positive comments and the encouraging comments and all your effort. Very well appreciated. Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much.
Okay,
See
all
you
the best.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.